He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me, friends. I am glad that we're here together. Another amazing story coming back to you on Story Time, one that I love so much. Thank you for being here with me, and I hope that you are having a wonderful day today, November 8th. 2022, and remember too that it is the midterm elections here in the US, so please, if you have not voted yet, make sure your voice is heard, and I hope that you're able to. But of course, if you're not, there are many other ways in which we can help our communities. We can help make sure that we direct people to the candidates that we think can do the job, and of course ones that hopefully we've vetted and know that will give their best. And we know they're human, so we get disappointed at times with people we elect, many times in fact, but that does not mean that we should stop participating in the electoral process, in democratic process. We need to. It is our civic duty, it is our right to participate and make sure that the leaders that we have are indeed looking out for us. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. So please remember to vote today. Drop off that ballot. Yes, and you can still register at the polling station. So go if you can. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. We bring back a lovely book, one that I appreciate so much, and it's as you know, on Sunday was my birthday, and I've been doing a lot of reflecting, just appreciating the people around me and those that have held me down. So I appreciate that really, like people that have been pillars in my life, and I just want to thank you so much. You know yourselves out there. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for grounding me. Thank you for like just always reminding me of what's important in life. Thank you so much for being here. And we are reading today, Like the Moon Loves the Sky. Yes, that's how much I love you all out there. Thank you so much for joining in. Like the Moon Loves the Sky. This one is written by a friend of Storytime, Hena Khan, and it is illustrated by Saffa Khan. And of course, we're reading it with permission of our friends, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to be here with us on Storytime today. Welcome wherever you are. Out here in Oakland today, rain. It is raining out here. It's been raining all night, and according to the weather forecast, it will be raining the rest of the day. So if you're going out here, you are in Oakland, please make sure that you have your sweater, you have your raincoat, you have your rain jacket, everything that you need, umbrella. Don't forget. Yes, dig up that umbrella wherever you hit it. Take it. You need it today. Thank you so much for joining in, friends. And as always, too, just appreciate being here with you. And I want to highlight again another book written by a good friend of ours here, Laura Atkins. And this one is called Sled Dog Dachshund. A good book indeed. And winter is coming. Beautiful book. It's always good to read, but perfect for this time of the year. So do check this one out. And of course, it has been here to Storytime too, and hopefully we bring it back soon. But yes, find it at your local library. Find it where you find books, Sled Dog Dachshund, and read about this exciting, exhilarating race that happens. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Let us see who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy Storytime, and indeed, happy to be here with you too. Good morning to you, Martha Ashley Mlenga. Well, thank you so much indeed. Appreciate you. Are you back, or are you still out in Lusaka, Zambia? Thank you so much for joining in, Martha. And of course, sending love to Lusungu as well. And thank you so much for joining in. Oh, yes, I see that you're back. Thank you for joining us out in Massachusetts. Thank you for being here. Thank you indeed. And I'm glad that you had a safe trip home and indeed safe trip back. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. And I hope that you can slowly get into your groove and hopefully still enjoy all the goodness that you had at home. I hope that, yes, I saw from all the pictures that it was fun out there, all the good food. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here with us today. Martha Ashley Mlenga, thank you for being here. Have a good day out there in Massachusetts. Thank you for joining us. Good morning to you, Braylon, Chad, Auntie Pam, Auntie Ann. How are you doing today out in Nakitosh, Louisiana? Auntie Ann is taking the boys with her when she goes to vote. Yes! That's what we're talking about. Thank you so much. Thank you for doing your civic duty. Thank you for exercising your right to vote. And thank you indeed for taking our little ones so they can understand the gravity of this this whole event that is happening today. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for sharing that beautiful happening out there in Nakitosh, Louisiana. Auntie Ann, a big pat on the back to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Pamela Courtney, thank you for being here. Hugs to you. Thank you so much, and good morning, Soraya. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining us from right here in Oakland. I hope indeed that you are having a wonderful day. Hugs to you. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Chrissy Mitchell Adams out in Vermont, where it is sunny but chilly. Do not be deceived. It is sunny but chilly out in Vermont today. Thank you so much for joining in. Chrissy, sending you extra hugs, extra love. I hope that your day is a beautiful one indeed. And thank you for being who you are, and indeed for being such an important part of my life and indeed the Storytime community as well. Thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate you, and I hope that you have a lovely day. And of course, sending extra love to Borden as well out there in Vermont. Appreciations to you. Martha Ashley Mlenga Kamponshima. Yes, oh my goodness. That food, I guarantee you, I promise you, Storytime people who do not know Zambian food, if you've not tried it, this is it right here, the very top. Nshima with Mitensa and Lumanda. Oh my goodness. Can you even cook those, Mother Ashley Mlenga? Because I struggle with Lumanda. I struggle a lot. So I cook Nshima pretty well, if I must say so myself. Thank you so much for joining in. I am glad that you're all here with us today on Storytime. Thank you so much. We are reading a lovely book, and this one is called Like the Moon Loves the Sky, from Hena Khan and Saffa Khan, and of course, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. So we'll be getting started with this one very, very shortly. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Join me on the other side of this short break for when we're back with Storytime, with our story for today. Thank you for being here, everybody. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. See you on the other side of this.
Hi, my name's Christine Mitchell Adams. I'm a mama and an artist, and I believe that books are a great way for children to have access to the arts on an everyday basis, which is why I believe that programs like Storytime with Mr. Lamata are so important.
Thank you, Chrissy. Mama and an artist, and of course, an advocate for children's arts. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. And here we go with our story for today. Like the Moon Loves the Sky. And I will start off indeed with the author's note, and then we'll go into our story, just to give a little bit of a layer, and then peel off a little bit of the layer so we can understand it. We can appreciate the book even more. And this one is written by Hena Khan and illustrated by Saffa Khan, and we're reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Oh, here we go. We're in for a treat. I love Saffa Khan's illustrations, by the way, too. Must mention. Oh, look at that. And this one, of course, Like the Moon Loves the Sky, by Hena Khan and Saffa Khan, and of course being read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. So the author's note here says, well, First of all, Hena Khan dedicates this one to her children, says, for my children. We dedicate it to all the children out there too. And Saffa Khan says, for my mama, my baba, my dada, and with thanks for immense support from everybody. Ian M, Ian W, and Tom. And yes, thank you for all the support to everybody. The note says, the phrase inshallah is something I say throughout my day when making any plan or wishing anything for the future. From the most basic everyday intentions to my biggest dreams. It means if God wills it in Arabic, and is something that Muslims around the globe hear from the moment they are born and are taught to express as they learn to speak. The phrase, however, goes beyond Muslims in popular culture and today is used throughout the Arabic-speaking world by people of many faiths to reflect the idea of a greater force or power beyond ourselves. Its common theme found in other languages and cultures as well. It's a common theme found in other languages and cultures as well, such as Ojalá in Spanish or God willing in English. As a parent, my most frequent prayers and wishes are for my children. And the phrase inshallah is intertwined with each and every one. In uncertain times, it offers me comfort and strength. This book celebrates both the phrase and the mother's love and hopes for her child. Every line or wish in the book is inspired by the Quran, the Muslim holy book, which offers guidelines on how to live a thoughtful and grounded life filled with fairness, charity, justice, and most of all, love. Every line or wish in the book is inspired by the Quran, the Muslim holy book, which offers guidelines on how to live a thoughtful and grounded life filled with fairness, charity, justice, and most of all, love. These are universal values that transcend any particular belief system, and I hope they will resonate with all you readers out there. All right, so that is the note from Hena Khan. And now we proceed with our book, Like the Moon Loves the Sky. Inshallah, you are all that is gentle and good. Inshallah, you are all that is gentle and good. Inshallah, you feel safe like all children should. Inshallah, you feel safe like all children should. Yes, indeed. Inshallah, you feel safe like all children should. Inshallah, you are kind to those most in need. Inshallah, you are kind to all those most in need. Oh, true. Inshallah, you seek knowledge, reflect, and read. Oh, yes. Inshallah, you seek knowledge, reflect, and read. Inshallah, you seek knowledge, reflect, and read. Very important practices. Inshallah, you stand strong like a tree with firm roots. Inshallah, you stand strong like a tree with firm roots. Oh. Inshallah, you plant gardens filled with sweet fruits. Oh. Inshallah, you plant gardens filled with sweet fruits. Isn't that a delicious thought? Inshallah, you plant gardens filled with sweet fruits. Inshallah, you have faith that won't waver or bend. Inshallah, you have faith that won't waver or bend. Yes. Inshallah, you reach out to make a new friend. It's not always easy. I hope you do. Inshallah, you reach out to make a new friend. Inshallah, you are thoughtful of plans that you make. Inshallah, you are thoughtful of plans that you make. Yes, indeed. Inshallah, you are thoughtful of plans that you make. Inshallah, you speak truth and work for its sake. Inshallah, you speak truth and work for its sake. Inshallah, you travel to thrilling new places. Oh, yes. Inshallah, you travel to thrilling new places. Ah, yes. Inshallah, you count all your blessings and graces. Inshallah, you count all your blessings and graces. Yeah, sometimes it's hard. Inshallah, you count all your blessings and graces. Inshallah, you find wonder in birds as they fly. Oh, yes. Inshallah, you find wonder in birds as they fly. Inshallah, you find wonder all around. Oh. Inshallah, you are loved like the moon loves the sky. Inshallah, you are loved like the moon loves the sky. And that is the end of our book today. Thank you so much for joining me, friends, and I'll catch you on the other side of this short break.
Hello, my name is Kamaria Lofton. I'm the creator and author of the Kids Love Oakland book series, and you are watching Storytime with Mr. Lamada.
Welcome back, friends. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I hope that you enjoyed our book for today, Like the Moon Loves the Sky. I love this one so much, and I hope that indeed it has found its way to your heart. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. It is a beautiful one, and like I say too, I'm spending a lot of this time around my birthday, this time around reflecting, and I think it mentions in the book too. It says in here, let me see if I can find that page again. And I just love that it mentions that. And that's what I've been doing, trying to reflect and just think of everybody that is, that is a pillar in my life. Everybody that helps me, like stay grounded. Everybody that helps me, like turn up every day. And it's been so many people, and I'm holding each and every one of those, dear. And today I've already picked a particular person that I'll be holding so close to my heart throughout the day. And yeah, next few days I'll be deliberately trying to do that and just appreciate all you amazing people out there. And this one says, Inshallah, you seek knowledge, reflect, and read. And I think that is important that we all take that time to reflect, seek knowledge. And, you know, it's not easy to do all these things all the time, but hopefully that we find a space that we are able to be in a space where we can reflect and maybe reflect on some of the good that has happened to us. Because sometimes it is easy to get bogged down and just keep going down that path, or that, you know, like that place, into that place that doesn't feel great. But I hope that we have a time to just pull up some of those bright spots in our lives and get to enjoy them. Thank you so much for being here with me on Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope indeed that you enjoyed this book, Like the Moon Loves the Sky, coming back to Storytime after a little bit. Thank you so much for joining us today. And please remember to our special mention for today, Sled Dog Shan. Find it at your local library. This one by Laura Atkins. And tomorrow we're back with another exciting story, another beautiful book, beautifully illustrated, beautifully written. And this one is called My Friend Earth. Join me for this one and let's get to enjoy together. This one is illustrated by Francesca Sana and written by Patricia McLaughlin. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again tomorrow for more story time when we're back with My Friend Earth. And if you've noticed too, friends, we've been sharing some beautiful pictures from friends out there. So if you have some of those amazing pictures that you'd like to be used as backdrop for story time, please let us know. Look at this one, for example, submission from Lydia Yamaguchi all the way out in Japan. And this one we thought we should share here on Storytime. So please, if you have amazing pictures that you would want us to use here on Storytime, we will gladly receive them. Please send them our way, and we'll try and make sure that we bring them here up to you. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you. Yes, reflect today. Love. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Please, friends, do not forget, remind your neighbor, remind your sister, remind your brother, remind everybody in your community that today is voting day. Please go and vote. Drop off that ballot if you received it early and have just been meaning to do it but haven't done it yet. Go today. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you, and I hope that you have a lovely day indeed. Let us see one more time who was with us this morning enjoying that wonderful story. Mother Ashley Mlenga making us hungry early in the morning, talking about Nshima, Mitensa, and Lumanda. Yes, great Zambian food right there. Thank you so much for joining in. Mother Ashley Mlenga, thank you for being here. I hope that you have a wonderful time out there in Boston, Massachusetts, in Vermont, where it is deceivingly sunny but chilly today out in Vermont. So please don't forget your jacket if you're going out there in Vermont. Thank you so much for joining in. Chrissy Mitchell Adams, and of course, sending extra love to you, Borden, as well. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Have yourself a wonderful Tuesday morning. Thank you so much for being here today with us, Soraya, right here in Oakland. Remember your rain jacket, Soraya, as you're heading out, and maybe those rain boots too. Lots of paddles out there today. Thank you for joining us on Storytime. Thank you for being here. Sharon Lungo, good morning to you. How are you doing today? Thank you indeed for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you. Good morning to you, Pamela Courtney. Thank you for joining us today. And of course, you're joining in with Auntie Anne, Braylon, and Chad. And I know there's lots happening there. Civic duty happening. People exercising their right. Absolutely loving it. Thank you so much for joining us today on Storytime. Martha Ashley Mlenga, appreciating the birthday love. Thank you indeed to everybody out there joining us today for Storytime. Whether you're here live with us right now, we give you love. And of course, if you're joining us later on for the recordings, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a friend of Storytime. Thank you for showing your love for picture books. We're here, and hopefully we'll be back here for some more tomorrow and many more days to come. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. We have been reading a wonderful book that reminds us of, yes, the great hope that we have. Inshallah, like the moon loves the sky. Thank you so much for joining in today. I am glad that we were here together, spending this time together, appreciative of this time. thankful for all of you out there joining in today. Thank you indeed. And if you know too, you know you can find Storytime at storytimewithmrlimada.com, and you can also find Storytime with Mr. Limada on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much for being here with us. Follow us on Instagram as well and join in the fun. Thank you so much for being here. Much love from me, and I'll see you again tomorrow for more Storytime when we're back for another exciting book. And this time we will be reading My Friend Earth. Thank you so much for joining in today. Much love, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
It brings to life your favorite stories with this great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some with people that look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some with people that look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Limada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.